All right, let's go, man. Let's get into it. So, as everybody knows, if you've been living under a rock, the New York Football Giants have lost to the New York Jets in the most embarrassing fashion ever. Now, man, we could talk about a lot here, and I might do a video on the. If you guys want me to do a video on the Giants, talking about the coaching staff and talking about the whole team itself, let me know in the comment section. But I want to talk about something more splashy, something that needs to be talked about right now. The Giants suck. We suck. We're 2-6. Most likely, we're probably going to get maybe 5 wins. At best, 5 wins. We're probably going to beat the Raiders and beat the Patriots, so that's 4. And maybe get a fluke win here or there. Maybe beat Washington. I don't know. But the Giants, absolutely S-U-C-K with an exclamation point. We suck. But we have a bright side, the draft. And the Giants are going to finish with probably a top 5. We're going to definitely finish with a top 10 pick, at least a top 5 pick. But we can finish with we can get another first rounder. Another first rounder has to be for Saquon Barkley. The Giants need to trade Saquon Barkley. Now, anybody who's, been subscribed to my channel, anybody who, knows me, I have a lot of videos on Saquon Barkley saying Saquon Barkley sucks, saying Saquon Barkley's not good, saying Saquon Barkley brings nothing to the table. Is that fully true? Probably not. But at the same time, we need to trade Saquon Barkley. Number one, Saquon Barkley is beyond horrible. He brings nothing to the table. The amount of times this guy has got stuffed in the backfield is beyond me. For a guy who gets compared to Barry Sanders, you get stuffed a lot in the backfield. Guess what, Saquon? Barry Sanders had 10 people trying to tackle him when he was getting the ball, and he made stuff work. He might have lost 3 yards, might have lost 4 yards, and then went off for 40 to get the first down. Saquon Barkley has none of that. Saquon Barkley's elusiveness, his agility, his explosiveness has fallen down. And on a team that's bad like the Giants. See, here's the problem with the Giants. And this is why I kind of want to make a video on the Giants. And since the Giants suck and we're missing the playoffs, I might do a whole series on the Giants about Daniel Jones, about Brian Daboll, about Dave Gettleman, because Dave Gettleman has a big part in this too. The Giants cannot rebuild and win at the same time. I'm sorry, Giants fans. Dave Gettleman has messed us over. And that's why we're in the position that we are now, that we're not as bad as to bottom out like a Bears or Panthers or Texans or something like that. But we're not as good as to compete like with the Eagles and the Cowboys and the 49ers in the NFC or even a Seattle. The Giants are not a good team. Dave Gettleman had this mindset, we're going to rebuild and try to win. That's like, you can't do that. You can't be half pregnant. You can't rebuild and try to win. I'm sorry to say that. We need to trade Saquon because we need the draft picks. We need to bottom out. I'm sorry, Giants fans. It has to be done. We didn't do this correctly in 2017, 2018, 2019, and every year Dave Gettleman was here. We're not doing it now. We're not a winning team. We suck. We suck. We can't keep drafting offensive linemen. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing that if we don't bottom out. We cannot win. And Saquon Barkley, I'm sorry, he needs to go. Number one, he's not that good. He's not that good. What has Saquon Barkley done? He had a great 2018 season. 2019 got injured. 2020 got injured. 2021 got injured. In 2022, okay, he was good. We had a fluke season in 2022 and 23. He's been injured and not good. He doesn't bring anything. We need to bottom out. We need to rebuild. Why have this great player and waste him when we can get so much for him if we're going to bottom out? Running backs are a dime a dozen. And I'm sorry, Saquon Barkley is not even the top 5 running backs in the league right now. Nick Chubb is healthy. I'm taking him. Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry. Who else will I take above him? I'm trying to think. Tony Pollard, Austin Eckler. I feel like I'm forgetting so much. Swift, Mozart. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, there's nothing. Like, what is Saquon Barkley bringing to the table? What is he bringing to the table? We're losing. Why keep him if we're gonna lose? Why keep him when we can get something for him? We suck, Giants fans. We need the draft picks, especially if we are going to take a quarterback and we want Caleb Williams and we want these top quarterbacks. We need all the first-round picks we can get so we can get Caleb, so we can get a good quarterback if that's the direction we're going to go in. Because I'm sorry, we're not taking a tackle. If the Giants take a tackle, it's the dumbest thing ever. The offensive line might be trash, but at the same time, taking all these tackles, and this is another video I need to make about this. Giants fans, you know why our offensive line sucks? It's not because the offensive line players suck. It's because our offensive line coach, I think his name is Bobby Johnson or Bobby Jones, is beyond horrible. He can't coach offensive linemen. That's why our offensive line is beyond horrible. But I said all that to say this. We need draft picks. We need them. Especially this year when we're going to suck. Let's not have another fluke season and try to, okay, we're going to trade. We're going to, next year we're going to go 9-7 and make the playoffs and go one and done again. Trade Saquon Barkley. We need the draft pick. Saquon Barkley's not bringing anything to the table. Let's trade him now before he gets washed and before he tears another ACL or has another hamstring or ankle injury. And while he still has a big name. Saquon Barkley's still a big name. We could probably get at best, a first rounder. At best a second rounder for him. Maybe a second and a third. I'll take that. That's more valuable than Saquon. Granted, I want a first for Saquon. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I think Buffalo will give up a first for Saquon right now. Maybe even the Chiefs. But at the same time, we need draft picks. We need a first rounder. We cannot keep running Saquon Barkley out there, wasting his prime, wasting our time, and having this great player when he's garbage. And he brings nothing to the team. And since we have to bottom out and rebuild, what's the point of having Saquon? By the time, if we do get a franchise quarterback, by the time he's ready to compete, Saquon's going to be washed up. How old is Saquon? He has to be at least 26, 27. How many more years does Saquon have? He doesn't have that many more years. He doesn't have the same explosiveness like he does before. What's more valuable? If we're going to be trash this year, which we are, we're 2-6. Most likely we're going to win 5 games. What value is Saquon having? What value is Saquon bringing to the Giants on the simple fact that he's just there? He's not contributing to wins. He's not contributing to stats. He's not contributing to anything. He's not even entertained to watch. I watched Saquon Barkley against the Jets game. He was beyond boring to watch. He had like one good, decent 7-yard run. That's it. What is the point of keeping him here? Why? For what? When we can probably get a first rounder for Saquon. You're telling me a first rounder for Saquon right now is not valuable, especially since we're going to be trash? Get rid of him. I never wanted Saquon. He's a bust. He's a bust. I stand by that. He is the second overall pick in the first round. He is a bust. He's contributed to nothing. Nick Chubb is better than him. The same Nick Chubb who came out the second round is better than him. Get rid of him, Giants. He's not doing anything. And I don't want to pay him $15 million. He's not worth it. We're already paying that bum Daniel Jones $40 million. Why pay this bum $15? Why waste our time? And once again, running backs are a dime a dozen. And quarterbacks now are basically running backs because they can run for at least 15 yards. Listen, I have nothing personal against Saquon, but at the same time, he's damaged goods at this point. Give him to a contender. Let's get that low first rounder and maybe trade up and get Caleb if that's where the Giants want to go. And that's what we're talking about, quarterbacks. Because we can find another Saquon. We can't find another generational talent quarterback. And that's that, and we don't have that for the New York Football Giants. Once again, man, it is what it is. The Giants need to trade Saquon. He brings nothing to the team. He is beyond horrible. He can't even run the ball. I'm a better running back than Saquon Barkley at this point. You put me out there, me and Saquon will average the same amount of yards. And I get he had a good game yesterday because we gave him the ball at least 128 times. But that's my thoughts, man. What are yours? RJ out.